Lots of different techniques. We're going to show you lots of different recipes. It's going to be easier than you think and taste real good. All right, let's get to it. Warning, this video is not keto friendly. Not many people think of bread as a camping food, but it is a fabulous camping food. Its ingredients are non-perishable and super light. This small bag of dry ingredients is enough to make a large loaf of bread and a big meal for me. Now, I know a lot of you out there are intimidated by making bread. Bread making can be complicated, but it can also be extremely basic. So let me give you the most basic recipe to get you started. Bread flour, sugar, salt, yeast, and water.
Now first you pour some bread flour into a bowl, make a little hole in the middle, and fill that hole with a little bit of yeast, a pinch of sugar, and a little dash of salt around the edge. Fill that hole with warm water, mix it with your finger, and give it about 5 minutes or until it looks all frothy and bubbly. Mix that all up and keep adding a little bit of water at a time until you get a nice sticky dough that you can still form into a ball. You want it sticky enough that it sticks to your fingers in the counter, but dry enough that it can actually be formed into a ball. Pound, stretch, and roll that dough until it starts to set up and get stretchy. It'll dry up and no longer stick to your fingers or the counter, and you'll be able to stretch it apart and see through it. It's called window painting. If you could stretch it enough that you can see light through it, then you've kneaded it enough. Once that's done, cover it and let it sit for 1 hour or until it's doubled in size. Then you know it's ready to bake. You can use it immediately, or you can stick it in the fridge and save it to take it camping or use it another day. 10 hours later, you can see it's doubled in size in the fridge. If the dough gets warm or you leave it in the fridge for more than 3 days, it'll just slowly become sourdough starter, and you can use it just like you would any other sourdough starter. You can make sourdough pancakes, you can add flour and water to it to make a sourdough bread. It's great. Now, I've kneaded and mixed dough out in the field plenty of times, but if you want some shortcuts, here's one. You can add water and all your ingredients to a plastic bag and knead it in the bag. It makes life a lot easier, a lot less mess. Once the dough is set up a little bit, you can pull it out of the bag and finish kneading it by hand. Or you can combine all the ingredients together, stir it once or twice by hand, and chuck it into a bag and let it sit for 8 to 10 hours, and it will combine, mix thoroughly, and the yeast will get activated all by itself. You can do this in the field or do it the night before you leave on your camp out and have dough ready to go the next morning.
All right, I brought some doughs that I made yesterday. This is the one I just added all the ingredients together and let it mix in the bag, and this is the one I spent all the time kneading. And they're really, really similar. Look at the nice stretch that's developed overnight. Looking good. Hey, Jacob, hey, babe. Jacob! Oh, yeah. Look, I've got Jacob and Becca with me. All right, guys, now I'm gonna show you how to cook bread over a fire using a stick. Feel the heat of the fire with your hand, and the spot where you can hold your hand for just about the count of 3, but no longer, that's about 375 degrees. That's where you wanna be cooking your bread. Take a glob of bread, not too much, roll it into a snake. Skewer one part of the snake way down here, and then wrap it around the end and skewer it on the end like that. You want to be able to see a little bit of the stick poking through between the wraps, just like that. Just kind of keep it in a slow heat and just keep rotating it every once in a while. Let it cook thoroughly. Becca's just painting, Jacob's playing in the water, I'm baking bread. This is a lovely day. All right.